Welcome to the Ghost of Tabor Calibration Gun Stock Guide. What we're going to go through is calibrating gun stocks from rifles to SMGs. We're going to talk about the bugs and we're going to talk about attachments and what we can do around them. Been reading the threads and a lot of people are having issues with this stuff, so I just thought to do a guide, take you through it, maybe help some people out. Okay, so first of all, how to calibrate your gun stock. I'm sure you all know this, but you go to settings. Now what you want is use physical gun stock enabled and also use virtual gun stock disabled. Then on Gunstock Calibration, click Calibrate. Now the way this works is you calibrate the gun stock in categories. So you got rifle, shotgun, SMG, blah blah blah. We're going to start with rifle. We're going to go Calibrate. Now the way I like to do it is put the controllers into the gun stock and get used to where your normal ADS is. When you're comfortable where that ADS is, use the left and right thumbsticks to move the gun into the correct place. So the right thumbstick forward will move the nose up, backward will move the nose down, left joystick, if you go left it'll go away from you, right it'll come towards you, up it goes up, down it goes down. Get that into a place so when you do a hip fire, it's exactly where you want it to be. Once you're happy, press the trigger on both controllers, and that's that gun done. Okay, let's start talking about attachments. So we're going to start off with the smallest attachment. The way I like to put them on is I hold the gun stock with my right hand in place, or my trigger hand, and then with my left hand I get it on the rail but I don't release it. So I've got my action finger pulled, not my trigger finger pulled, and then I put my hand where the controller is going to connect to the gun stock, then I release. Now see that? It still doesn't connect. So what we need to do is we need to go back in calibration and we need to pull that nose up a bit. So let's do that now. Settings, physical gun stock calibration, calibrate. We're going to go to rifle. We're going to take our rifle, which it is actually a bit low, and we're just going to lift that nose up a bit. That's it. Both triggers. We'll go back. Now let's try this again with the attachment. There you go. Attaches every time. Okay, and my ADS is good. So now it works with the smaller attachments. Let's just double check the standard use. Make sure it still connects every time. Yep, that's fine. Now we're going to go through the other attachments and see how it behaves. So again, connect the rail, put the gun stock into its place, release. Now when I connect, connects every time. And the ADS is in a good place. So now we're going to try a really big attachment. Now this is interesting because when we lock this in place and release it, it does connect and engage every time, but see how much the gun stock comes up, which is fine, but it's a little slightly off to what my natural straight aim down sight is. That's actually where my straight one is, and you can see it's off target. So what you can do is you can use the SMG attachment. Now this SMG attachment was designed for the SMGs, but with large attachments it works perfect with guns. Now look at that, doesn't move, well, hardly moves, but it's much better and it's more comfortable as well. So you can use the SMG attachment with the larger foregrips. Now here's the Gunstock killer, the angled foregrip. So I'm going to position it with the front, let go. Now as you can see, it's not even gripping it. So again, I'm going to go to the SMG attachment with this one. So put it on the rail, pull it back to the SMG attachment. Now the cups on the front of this gun and the SMG attachment, they're tight, but if you put a lot of force in, you can move them. So I can pull that to the side. It puts my hand in line with the side grip. So now I have, now that's a bit too much. Oh, actually, it's not enough. So I can pull it to the side. Now I've got the right angled foregrip and there's not that much of a change. And that works perfect with my ADS. Okay, so now we're going to move on to SMGs. So same as before, we're going to go onto the calibration menu and we are going to go to Gunstock Calibration. This time we choose SMG. Okay, now just like before, put the controllers into the gun stock. With an SMG, we're going to be using the SMG attachment. You want to get the gun as close to where your real hands are. So for example, this won't work. If you do it like that, the gun is nowhere near the front and that won't clip. So we're going to move it all the way forward. First of all, we're going to do our ADS. So it needs coming down a bit. Okay, then we're going to go forward a bit. And then we're going to pull triggers. So that should be all SMGs working with the SMG attachment. And there you go. Perfect. Okay, let's try another SMG. So here's one. Now that should... Yep, there you go. Connects every time. Okay. My favourite SMG next. As soon as I can get that on the goddamn wall. God. Okay, this is the most difficult thing to calibrate with. Okay, so that works fine. Connects every time. Now, let's try an SMG with an attachment. So we'll start with a crap one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off, put it in the gun stock, attach it, let go. So as you can see, that's not connecting. Well, it does connect, but it connects and it moves it all the way up. So I think what we need to do there is we need to move the gun up and back. So let's try that now. Go back into calibration, Gunstock Calibration, SMG, and we're just going to go up and back a bit. There. Now make sure the ADS is okay. Yep, that's fine. Okay, now let's try that again. And there you have it. Perfect. Connects every time. Okay, now we're going to try an SMG with a side attachment, and I could have sworn I had one available, but clearly not. Okay, so let's put that back. And then let's start with a bigger one, see how that behaves. Yep, so that one works fine. Connects every time. ADS is good. And now we are going to try the Gunstock Killer, the side attachment. So I think what we're going to have to do with this one again, if we connect, it's going to push the gun to the side. See, like that? So we're going to pull the SMG attachment to the side. Now, perfect. Little bit more. Perfect. So that now connects every time. Okay. And lastly, we're going to do sniper rifles. Okay, so we go to settings, Gunstock Calibration, sniper. Okay. Now with this one, we haven't got an SMG on it, so what I like to do is when I can see straight down the sight, that's when I know I'm in a good place. So straight away, it needs to come back towards my shoulder because the shoulder butt is way too far forward. Needs to come down a bit. And then we'll get our ADS. So that's my comfortable position. And there we have it. So let's try that. Back. Resume. Here is my sniper gun. Connects perfect. And ADS is bang on. Okay. So now we're going to talk about some of the bugs in the game. First bug we're going to talk about, we've seen with this. So if you notice, you've got this little bit up at the back and it gets in the way of the sight. You can't get rid of the front one, but you can get rid of the back one. How you get rid of that is you take the scope off, you put it back on. It's gone. Now, much clearer shot. However, if you then go and grab an attachment, we haven't tried this one, so let's try this. I know it's pulled to the back. Alright, it hasn't done it for that one, but let's see. Popped up then, took the attachments off, put the attachments on, so you're back in game. All of a sudden, it's in your way. To fix that, off and back on. And that's how it fixes that. That's bug number 1. Next, we're going to talk about bug number 2. So sometimes you'll be in game, and like I say, I like to go on raids naked. You're picking up guns, you're dropping them in your holster. All of a sudden, you pick up a gun, and your gun stock calibration has gone out the window. What happens is, to do it when the gun registers in the hand, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. I'm going to try and recreate the problem now. So if I just keep switching guns between holster, it's going to get to a stage where one gun's on my holster, one gun's in my hand, but the calibration's gone out the window. There's a very quick fix to get your calibration back. So let's see if we can recreate the bug. So I've put the sniper rifle down there, and as you can see, my calibration's gone. So look, my ADS is gone. Now what's happened is it's registered the calibration with the sniper rifle still. So I'm using this in sniper rifle. I need to re-register it for SMG. The way to do that is you just need to re-grip the SMG. So what I'm going to do is throw it in the air and catch it again. See that? Registered. Now I have my SMG. So as you're swapping guns and it all goes wrong, you just little flick like that, you're back in registration. It's registered again, and you can aim down sight. Not doing it with the sniper rifle, but as you can see, as you drop the sniper rifle in, it's not doing it that time. So if I pick that up and drop it now, that works. Pick it up and drop it in. There you go, and that's all messed up. Little flick, and it's fixed. So that's all the bugs I'm going to talk about today. I hope that's been informative. I hope you've learned something. Get your gun stocks calibrated. Let's go have a fight.